Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, call me Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu Oraifite, or you call me Akajigo. I'm an ancient high priest. I'm a priest in the temple, Ugochitubelu temple. We do deep consultation and other spiritual work. I'm also a priest in Ordinary Restoration Evangelical Mission and also an evangelist. So you can call me a priest or then an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. Today's topic is the spiritual discipline of rest. I'm here to tell you that in creation, Chukwuoke balance everything. We human beings, we are created in a way that rest is needed in all we do, both spiritually and physically. Believe in me, even in the land of the living, a physical, if you refuses to sleep, to have a rest precisely, it means that all is not well. Because your body needed rest very well in order to be normal, in order to relax the nerves, and in order for your body organs to be working optimally. So the same way in your spiritual activities, rest is also needed. Let me explain how you understand the importance of rest. We that study computer will tell you that that's what we call garbage in, garbage out, and we will tell you that whatever you give is what you receive. And again, we tell you that there's what we call rebooting in computer language. Yes, some people that doesn't understand we call it restarting or shutdown. But rebooting simple means when your computer is no longer working optimally, meaning when your computer is hanging. Yes, what does it here now? You are not even understanding how things work. Everything is choked. What you have to do, the only option is to reboot. Yes, your computer. So when you reboot your computer, it will put everything. It means that you help the processor to rest a little and they process everything anew. By so the computer will begin to work optimally afresh. The same way we human beings are built in the same manner. That as a human spirit, you need a kind of rest. Both spiritual you and physical you need rest. All this is what we look into. But before we dive into today's lecture, don't forget that we are still in the month of March. Our group rituals is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. The distance is never a barrier in what we do in the temple. This morning I have gone to the temple to pray, make declaration, offer sacrifices on behalf of those that join us all over the world. The friends of the temple, the children of the temple, the members of Ordinary Restoration Evangelical Mission and consecrated group. We keep doing this way till the last day of the month. We visit the waters to pray on behalf of all. Then proceed back to the temple to offer sacrifices to entities of powers. Yes. So if you have any question in today's lecture or you want to join us in our group rituals, my number is on your screen. 0805 7837 672 or 0813 8243 871. Now let's proceed. Remember the topic of today, the spiritual principles of rest. Now I'm here to tell you, like I said before during my intro, that rest is very crucial in people's life, both spiritual rest and physical rest. The way human being is built means that during that your resting time is actually the time your body is rejuvenating, relaxing the nerves. Example, if you are physically weak, then you will notice that you are feeling the weak. What follows again might be fell sleep. Now, what is your body is telling you is that at that particular time that you need to shut down. You need to rest your organs. yes, of your body by maybe you decided to sleep or to sit down to rest, at least to make sure that all the organs of your body is not at work at the same time. What rest simple means is that you rested some part of your body. Rest is different. Even when somebody is sleeping, it's still rest, but it's different from that somebody have eye. Somebody have eye means that every organ of the person's body has come to stand still, stiffed. That is eye. But when somebody is resting, even in computer language, we call it sleep, putting computer asleep. Putting computer asleep simple means that you hibernated your computer, meaning that all the parts of the computer are not working optimally. Then by so doing, computer will consume less battery, laptop will consume less battery, and the processor and everything will be at rest. So physically, you understand the importance of rest. That's why sometimes if you are feeling sick, your doctor will recommend bed rest, ask you to go and rest, because you understand that you have choked many cells and organs in your body that we are choked. So what actually you need at that particular time is not actually medicine. Have you come across a pregnant mother, newly pregnant mother? Sometimes she will have some certain funny feelings. Doctor will say, have bed rest. If you cannot have adequate bed rest at home, the doctor might recommend bed rest at hospital for you to be sure that you needed rest. Sometimes some of those things you are taking medication for is what you actually need is deep rest. It's not that kind of rest. Maybe you are sitting down, but your mind keep going for here and there, burden, troubling your heart. You are not resting. So know the health implication. If out of your own ignorance you decide not to always give your body the adequate rest, meaning that it can cause you some health implication. Yes, like increasing the BP and rest of them, other health challenges, when you refuses to from time to time give your body rest. Note, the same way the spiritual you need rest. Yes. Why sometimes you are not coordinating enough is because you are spiritual you are not giving your spiritual you adequate rest. Yes, sometimes some people will tell you that they used to see vision through clairvoyance, clairaudience, or maybe through dreams, but they are not connecting. What the spirit needs is break, rest. From time to time, learn the importance of giving your spirit rest. I recommend it, I highly recommend it, because sometimes I don't tell people spirituality is one. Yes. By the special grace of God, I was permitted to undergo lots of trainings. I mean spiritual trainings and experience in esoteric and other deep spiritual research. Now, during that process, I learned a lot about spirituality. That's why I normally tell my ordinary people that what is constant is change. That sometimes what we actually need is to reform the way we practice this ordinary. The way we practice our rituals need to be upgraded in order to meet the modern day reality. And that is one of the reasons I'm teaching you. Believe in me, I'm one of the dibia. If I'm not the first dibia to tell you the importance of spiritual exercise, meditation, and rest of them. Some ordinary adherents thought that Igbo spirituality ends by breaking kola, ego for offering animal sacrifices, visiting the water borders, and rest of them. That ends it. No. I'm here to tell you that starting from those formation, those kindergarten level, is normal. But I'm here to tell you that you are not expected to remain there forever. If not, you will be stagnant. But if you really want to strive for spiritual upwardness, now you need to begin to observe what I call spiritual exercise. Yes, spiritual exercise includes meditations and rest of them. During that meditation, I call it in Igbo language, "Mmadụ ịkwụnye onwe ya n'ọkụ." Now, meaning recharging yourself with powers. During this kind of spiritual rest, you know that spiritual rest means sometimes you take yourself away from hustling and bustling. Take yourself to a quiet and serene environment where you call yourself your inner you meeting. Don't you know that it's very possible for you to summon your inner self for a meeting? Yes, it's during summoning yourself, your forces, your ezumezu and your entire forces that work and dine with you on a meeting to evaluate what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong. You need to be checkmating yourself. Spiritual exercise is one of the vital ingredients that you need. It's a pity that most, if not 90% of ordinary people, that's why I do recommend training and retraining. For me, my followers, I already know that from time to time, I recommend seminar, training and workshop for ordinary adherents. And that's one of the reasons why we are building a place of worship that will be like an event center where from time to time we call for seminars and conferences for people to rub mind and tell them some of the do's and don'ts. Even though some of ordinary of present reality do make terrible mistakes. Yes, do make terrible mistakes that will cost them so many things. It's obvious that some people don't really understand what Igbo spirituality is all about. Igbo spirituality is not magic. It is spirituality. And in spirituality, you are meant to believe by conviction and faith. Because as a starter in any spirituality, you are not, it's not a compulsory that you must see Chukwu or even see the gods. Yes, you are not permitted, it's not a must that you must see them. It's a privileged few that are given the privilege to come have a faith idea of these spiritual visits, the spiritual guests, but not permitted for everybody. It is happening, seeing for some ordinary Igbo people, practitioners, thinking, behaving amateurly because they don't understand the deep knowledge of what spirituality is all about. Spirituality is different from magic. That is where people are getting it wrong. Yes, you will say what is happened in internet and what is happening globally in recent, what is trending. A few days ago, we saw a video where a spiritualist, let me put it that way, was summoned to invoke, to practice the magical angle to what he believes in. And we all saw what happened. At the end of the day, he became disappointed. Him himself disappointed because he don't understand spirituality. How can on earth somebody ask you to invoke your God and you accepted to that offer? Who can even invoke Jesus? Who can even invoke any god? Call it Lord Shiva, call it Lord Krishna or whatever god. It's not possible. If they decided to show themselves to you, it's their own at their own free will. They will decide that, my son, I want to show you myself in a little way you can withstand. If more decide to show himself or herself in in full capacity, your head will swell. You will not be able to withstand. That's why in ancient time, if you for a sudden by sudden you come across elemental beings, you will feel sick. Some people will not even talk for days. They will have to bring some spiritualists to perform some rituals for the person to recover the consciousness. The person will be telling you what he passed through, how you went to the astral world and other realms. So it's not an easy thing. So unless if spirit want to show you his or herself in a feminine form or masculine form, the priest have to down tune his or her powers in order for you to be able to withstand the vibration. If the spirit, if you see a spirit in his own in the vibration and radiation, you will not stand. The whole house will be illuminated. It's scary. You remember the story of Moses in the book of Numbers, where he said he cannot even look up to see the vibration. He used cloth to cover himself. That is a bubechu. So how can somebody cajole you to summon your God? Because why you even try to do that? Because you believe in magic. I don't believe in magic. The spirit can only show you himself or herself in any form he chooses to do. But it's obvious that some spiritualists don't even understand what they are doing because of this lack of training. Yes, I passed through the process. I went to priesthood training. I was mentored. I passed through the classes. You must be trained. Because if you are trained, properly trained, you will not make some terrible mistakes that will cost you tomorrow. So you always pay attention for your spiritual exercise. Rest. When you shut the door of earthly experiences, hustling and bustling, for you to summon your inner self, you are resting. Yes, but you activated that your inner spirit. You are trying to awaken your inner being. During that you are resting, you will be able to give some certain vital messages that will catapult you from point A to point B. If only to make it possible. You must always take yourself, isolate yourself, maybe to your inner room, where you shut down the radio, shut everything, and concentrate. Very important. So for me, I'm recommending you having a spiritual rest. Very important. It's only by via that your spiritual rest you connect yourself to the spiritual vibrations, so that you will be able to reconnect yourself and receive some blessing and vital messages you need on earth in order to move from point A to point B. But if you are not giving yourself spiritual rest, the message can never be given to you, because you did not present yourself in a manner where you will find worthy to be able to receive these messages. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, or you want us to do deep consultation for you, chat me on WhatsApp. My number is on the screen: 0805 7837 672. Let us pray. Ekwem na Chineke. Ekwere m na ọ dị ihe siri m ike nke Chineke na-apụghị izi m ụzọ m ga-esi lụwo ya, n'ihi na ọ masịrị ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke emeworo m ya, ya gazie. May the blessings of Chukwu Oke Pụrụ Ime Ihe be with you all. May you be protected, may you be blessed, now and forevermore. Ya gazie.